The following presentation is from Catholic Charities Fort Worth Refugee School Impact Program. All school will be virtual at home on the computer until September 28th. However, when enrolling your children, you must select virtual at home on the computer or in person at school for schooling after September 28th. This is an important announcement. Catholic Charities Fort Worth's Refugee School Impact Program would like to inform parents of school options for the 2020-2021 school year for Fort Worth ISD during the COVID-19 pandemic. When you enroll your child for school this year, you must either select virtual, which is at home on the computer, or in person at the school for your child's learning after September 28th. All enrollment for Fort Worth ISD must be done online beginning July. When you enroll your children, you will choose either virtual or in-school learning for your children. The purpose of this video is to help you make that decision. The following video is to help you make the best option for you and your family. If you have questions, you can call the Fort Worth ISD's Parent Information Hotline at 817-814-2070. You can also contact your child's school beginning August 3rd, 2020. You can also contact John Lindsay, Catholic Charities Fort Worth Refugee School Impact Program Specialist at 817-875-6052. Mr. John's email is jlindssay@ccdofw.org. You can also contact your case manager. If you choose virtual learning at home on the computer or in person at school learning, your child still must attend classes every day. If your child does not get on the computer to do lessons or go to school every day, you may have to go to court and pay money, talk to the police, talk to a judge, or even go to jail. There are things you need to consider for choosing virtual learning at home on the computer. If you choose virtual learning, which is at home on the computer, you as the parent are responsible to make sure your child completes all of the lessons. Virtual learners who are at home on the computer need the parent to closely watch the child. The parent cannot just walk away and not watch the child. Parents are responsible to watch their children to make sure that the schoolwork gets finished. There will be daily lessons in every subject area. There will also be follow-up assignments and homework. Internet access and a computer must be available every day for students who are at home on the computer. Middle school and high school students should use the Chromebook issued by the district. It is also recommended that the home have reliable internet service such as Wi-Fi or hotspot. For elementary students who do not have a Chromebook or internet access such as Wi-Fi or a hotspot, the district will give one to you. The district will choose the students who get a Chromebook and hotspot. That means you may not get a Chromebook or hotspot. Virtual students who are at home on the computer will be responsible for turning in assignments to the teacher. These assignments will be sent through the computer on the internet. The virtual student who is at home on the computer will receive grades just like the in-school student. 90 to 100 is very good, 80 to 89 is good, 70 to 79 is okay, 0 to 69 is not good, it is failing. Call the school immediately to ask why your child is failing. Families who select virtual learning at home on the computer will commit to staying in virtual instruction for the entire 6 weeks. You cannot change your mind later. The only time you can change to in-person is at the end of the 6 weeks. Parent will need a place that has pencils, paper, notebooks, and other school supplies. These supplies should be near the computer at all times. The parent and child should keep the area for learning neat and clean at all times. Keep the computer in the same place every day. Do not keep moving the computer. Keep the learning area free from distractions. Turn off the TV. Keep other children from bothering the student, and do not allow visitors during learning time. Be consistent. Make sure your child wakes up on time every day, eats breakfast, and is ready for online school every day. You as the parent are to watch your child do their schoolwork. Keep your child doing their schoolwork during the day. You need to make sure the schoolwork is completed. You need to make sure your child's work is turned into the school over the computer. The child's work must be turned in on time, not late. We do not know yet how your children who are at home on the computer will receive free or reduced breakfast and lunch. When we find out, there will be another video to explain how to receive the meals. If you have questions about meals, you can ask your child's school. There are things you need to know about in-person at-school instruction. If you select in-person learning at school, be prepared for the classroom and school to be very different. Teachers will teach differently, and learning will look a lot different. Depending on how many children can be in a classroom, some classes may take place in areas other than a classroom, such as hallways, gyms, cafeteria, and outside areas. Some classes will have a teacher that is on the computer. The children will see the teacher on the computer. An adult will be in the classroom to watch the students. Students who attend in-person school should always wear a mask for their safety and the safety of others. The school will provide masks, or you can send your child with one from home. Students will not be allowed to meet each other in large groups or be close to other students. Distancing of 6 feet or 2 meters will be enforced. Student workspaces will also be 6 feet or 2 meters apart. Free and reduced breakfast and lunch will be served differently. The number of students in the cafeteria at one time will be limited. Meals may be eaten in the classroom. The restrooms at school will be cleaned regularly. The school will organize the use of the restrooms to make sure safe and healthy environments exist. In-person instruction at school will remain in place as long as health and safety allow. If the virus gets worse, all instruction will be virtual, at home on the computer. Families who select in-person learning at school will commit to it for the entire 6-week period. However, families selecting in-person instruction at school must also understand that there may be a need to close schools and have all learning virtual at home on the computer for periods of time during the school year. There are other things to consider for in-person learning at school. The school bus will have social distancing. That means fewer children will ride each bus. It may take longer for your child to get to school and come back home. You must keep your child home from school if they have any of the following symptoms: fever of 100 degrees Fahrenheit or 37.7 degrees Celsius, loss of taste or smell, cough, difficulty breathing, shortness of breath, headache, chills, sore throat, shaking, muscle aches, or diarrhea. If your child has any of these symptoms, you must keep them home. You need to enroll your children in school and select either virtual school or in-person school. If you have questions, you can call the Fort Worth ISD's Parent Information Hotline at 817-814-2222. 2070. You can also contact your child's school beginning August 3rd, 2020. You can also contact John Lindsay, Catholic Charities Fort Worth Refugee School Impact Program Specialist, at 817-875-6052. Mr. John's email is jlindssay@ccdofw.org. You can also contact your case manager.